Chimbiki Kleptomaniacs featuring Big Pin playing early on Base Ready to See the KE. Welcome back to Base Ready to See the KE. It's finally that day we've been looking forward. I've been looking forward, Mazi. For the first time, these guys are traveling to Paris Olympic 2024. Guys, imagine representing your nation first, performing for Kenyans second, and performing for the world. What a feeling. I'm being joined by, a singer, a songwriter, a performer, the king of Benga, Winyo. Welcome to Base Ready to See the KE. As well, I have one man who has traveled miles and miles away just to come back home to tell us an amazing story. I'm talking about Mr. Kamau, Edward Kamau, Kenyan-born singer, best guitarist, producer in France. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Base Ready to See the KE.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
How's the afternoon going?
It's good. We're just from the residency, come workshop and rehearsals, just preparing. We're going over the set list. Now we are ending the residency that we were doing together with Kamau, and we're going through the songs that we're going to perform. So we're just from that, and we are here to meet you.
Welcome. Edward.
Yes.
How's the feeling? How's it going? What's up?
Things are good. It's things are very, very busy. I'm just here for a month, and we're working a lot. We're playing on the 21st of June at Alliance Française. So a lot of music, a lot of new things. When you was teaching me how to play benga,
Yes.
and a lot of exchanges like this. I've become now a lead guitarist,
Absolutely.
apparently. So
Come on.
I have to get those solos.
Yeah, Eddie here also has a very different style of interpreting
Italia mzungu.
rumba. He's rumba from Kenya because he's Kenyan. The man comes from Muranga, for that matter.
No way.
Yeah. You come from far, yeah. Well, my dad is from Muranga, yeah.
Moranga.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's rumba benga to the world.
Rumba, benga to the wall.
Yeah.
Why rumba, benga to the wall? These are two different.
Well, rumba influenced benga music in the beginning, I believe.
Well, I would say
Benga influenced rumba music.
To be honest. Yeah. The first song in East Africa, in Kenya, was recorded in 1944. The first song in Congo was recorded in 1947. Yes, so you can see that Kenya was the first to record, and those were the times for Akina. I remember his name. Very old guys, And when the
Madilu?
No, Madilu. I don't know what Vijana. Wajuzi. When the Congolese had the first song, they had to come see what's going on, and they learnt well, went back and did it very well, and rumba was born, and benga started to die. That's why people think rumba came first. Absolutely.
Winyo.
I think Mugithi came first.
You guys are confusing me now because now I'll say now Abanton came last.
All right. Yeah.
Momboko.
That's how it is.
Momboko was the number one.
Those were the trouble. they were always there.
Wow, that's nice to see you guys back together with one goal, just to, at the end to inform, educate. But now, talking about Afro rumba, it's benga, rumba combined, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up in Kenya, I used to love Congolese music, those songs of Madilu. I used to go to town to see bands playing, to see how their fingers were moving on the guitar, because we didn't have internet. So, back in the day, you couldn't, it wasn't as like, information was not so free. So you go and watch those musicians, see how they're doing things. So I love rumba, and I incorporate a bit of that into some of my songs. So,
some of your songs.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to talk about...
So the collaboration now, rumba, benga, to the world.
Really
to the world, because, I live in France. I've been living there for 15 years, about. So, so I'm here to, bring Kenyan music, bring African music to an international stage, if I can.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's nice. We're going to discuss more about you now getting the opportunity, because for Winyo, it was hard for him to see, the international A-list artists talking about go learn and see how they're doing their benga thing in the next few. But for now, let's enjoy some good music. Ogdongo.
Odongo.
It's Odongo. Odongo. Mike Swahili is bad. When you're playing on Base, ready to see the KE now as we wind up this conversation. Welcome back. This is Base, ready to see all the KE. We are live in the third hour, top of the hour, Jelly, featuring Sweet Opera and Street Opera Jelly, playing earlier on Base, ready to see the KE. Up next for you, I've got an amazing song by Yugi and Winyo. It's Yugi and Winyo, Lamo. We'll be playing shortly on Base Radio to see the KE. But for now, just to update you, I've been in studio with one of the leading amazing, musician. One is based in, Paris. One of our own, Winyo. They're all our own. Born and raised in Paris. Yeah. Edward.
Born and raised in Muranga. No, born and raised in Nairobi. Living in the south of France.
South of France?
Yeah, south of France. Aix-en-Provence, Marseille. Yeah, it's Paris, Marseille, down south.
Down south.
In the sun. Paris is too cold, man.
Is it still cold?
It's cold. Baridi.
It's Baridi.
Baridi sana.
And Edward Winyo, of course. Yeah. Kijana kutoka pale the lakeside.
Yes. Oyugi's town finest.
Unajua, you guys have mentioned to me something interesting about, rumba, benga to the world. Mm-hmm. I know for sure audience is trying to imagine what is the difference between rumba, benga.
Yeah.
Rumba, benga to the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you see, both of these sounds come from East Africa. Rumba and benga. Benga originally is from Kenya. You see, and benga has influenced a lot of sounds around East Africa, including Congo, actually. Rumba was actually born from benga. That's what people know. People don't know. Like I told you, our first song was recorded in 1944 by people like Fundi Konde. Yeah. Fundi Konde was one of our first pioneers of benga music. Mm-hmm. And then you have 1947, like in Afro Jazz from Congo recording their first song, which really had a lot of influence from also Latino music and things like that. Mm-hmm. So you have rumba, where is borrowing a lot of congas and some of Latino sound. It's a bit slow-paced, mm-hmm. Then you have benga, whose rhythm and guitar tunes mimic the voice of the singer. Mm-hmm. And also the fast-paced climax that the benga people called seven. This is the difference between rumba and benga.
And benga.
So bringing this together in this new generation, as a young artist, I'm trying to influence what we are calling contemporary benga. And I'm sure Eddie here also is trying to bring Afro fusion in it, electric pop, and things like that to rumba.
To rumba.
Yeah.
Edward, what do you expect as an audience?
As an audience, anyone who likes something with soul, Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Soulful singing and some poetry, things like that. I don't know.
Something like that. Okay, to the amazing Base Radio listeners, you don't know what is going to happen next, because just to mention to you, just let me give you a tip, Kidogo, if you don't know, these guys are going to represent us in the Paris Olympic 2024.
Absolutely.
Let me keep you waiting. I'm going to come up with more details regarding their performance, historical performance. I don't know if it's a lifetime opportunity. We're here to find out from them. But now, the inspiration behind your journey.
Yeah.
Your musical journey. There has to be something behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Edward.
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved music. I've always played. I started playing guitar, listening to Beatles and Franco, Madilu, Super Mazembe, things like that. So I've always loved composing, writing songs, writing melody. I really, really love, writing melody and singing. Actually, singing is something that I think it can heal you. Actually, it's very good to. I won't say, yeah. If you got some trouble, you can sing about it. It makes it better. Yeah? Okay. Something like that.
Winyo?
Yeah, my mom tells me I was born a singer. Really, I used to sing all the time. I was literally born a singer. I never wanted to become a musician because I'm a firstborn at home, and my father was a banker. Being the Luo he was, he wanted me to follow his footsteps into, being a bank manager. Unfortunately, I was into talents.
Engineer.
Yeah, man. So I was also influenced with a lot of Western music. I grew up listening to Boyz II Men, Luther Vandross, Celine Dion and things like that. So, but my father used to play a lot of George Ramogi, who are the pioneers of Benga music. Both George Ramogi, music from my place, Kindube, the Benga. So both of this world, I imagined both of this world. That's why I have an album called Benga Blues. But the soul for music came from I think the minute I was born. So I used to sing in front of the mirror, while dressing or when my parents are dressing, because those times they were the only people who had a mirror in the bedroom. And my mother would tell me, "Oh, you sing like a bird. Iwerika Winyo." Iwerika Winyo means you sing like a bird. Hence the name Winyo. So the soul for music, I think, is just God-given. And the influence around my environment is what made me become a contemporary Benga musician.
Wow, what a story. Even have the story from the streets of Moranga, from the streets of Kindube to the world. Up next for you, Lamo Yuji featuring Winyo will be playing shortly as we come back with more details now to a dream coming true for these amazing artists performing for the first time at the Paris Olympic 2024. You can't believe it. Trust me. Go in a car, go. That was Sweet Street Opera playing on Base Radio.co. The KE. What an amazing song.
Cheers. Thank you.
Edward.
Yes.
I didn't know it was that sweet.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Talking about Olympics, Paris Olympics 2024, we've seen world's most popular musician, idols, legends, including, just to mention few, Steve Wonder, Spice Girls, and the Kings, Ray Davies, and many more performing at the Olympic stage. You guys will be presenting not only Kenyans, you're representing the world at the Olympics Paris 2024. What is this feeling? What do we expect? How did you guys get this opportunity to perform at the Paris Olympics 2024?
Well, okay, so this has been a very long adventure. It's been a very, very, very beautiful experience. So I live in France, and I live in a place called Miramas. Now, Miramas is where they have a training camp for Kenyan athletes. Yeah. So through some of my networks there, I got to meet the people, Mr. Ababu Namwamba, CS. And there's a festival where I'm going to play, who are interested in organizing a cultural exchanges between France and Kenya. So I came along and I said, well, we're going to have the Olympics, so why don't we write a song and maybe collaborate, with Winyo, a song for the Olympics. So running for gold, which is in honor of our Kenyan athletes and also like the spirit of music, sportsmanship, competition. The good spirit of competition. Yeah. So
nice.
And so we've been getting support now from the Alliance Française, and different people just came on board as it went along, and we really want to see how far we can actually take this. Yeah. So what we're saying is that we can build something here from an event, which is just seeing that we have music in Kenya, that we're not exporting. The Paris Olympics is maybe an excellent opportunity to do this, and maybe even, who knows, create even an industry of selling Kenyan music with tours and stuff like that in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big opportunity. It's a very big opportunity for Kenya to be out there in such a podium in such a platform. And it's for the first time that we have Kenyans out there performing on this big platform. Well, for that matter, you find that the cultural part of it is now collaborating with the sports because it's supposed to be sports and culture. Now we're bringing the culture part of it. But this initiative, let me read it to you the way it is. It's a coordination of the initiative between the French government and the Kenyan government. It's written here. Wacha nisome. Nikusome.
Tafadhali.
This cultural and musical exchange has been funded by the French government Creation Africa program that aims to accompany creatives and institutions in the development of innovative projects in the digital ecosystem, strengthen the entrepreneurial and technical skills of Kenyan creatives, and support the production of touring opportunities for the artists in the music, performing arts, and cinema sector. Then it continues. Creation Africa Kenya is aligned to the Kenyan government's Talanta Hela initiative that seeks to monetize talent and boost sports and creative industries. So you see, so it just so happened that this is something that should be going on every year between these two governments. It's an initiative that has just started, and it so happened that it happened during the Olympics. Yeah, and then this great opportunity to perform at the Olympics,
it's like a catalyst,
absolutely,
for future. Yeah. Like building.
Okay.
Building on that.
Are we expecting more from this? Now we expect different artists, different, when you talk about creatives, actors.
Yes.
Well, I think what we're doing now is identifying, like, just through like what the work we're doing with Winyo and the people that are funding and the different parties who are coming on board. What we're doing is we're creating a framework where we can now say we're going to work with certain people and how we can just liberate energy, money, things like that. I mean, but you need to do it like it needs to be done concretely. Like we're in the studio already, and you act first and then people come on board.
So, I mean, in other words, we are trying, because you've seen here, it's Talanta Hela.
Yes,
we're talking about not only us going to perform at these Olympics, just as the ministry of our country, our CS, our very able CS Ababuna Mwamba is preparing the athletes and the starlets and the sportsmen. The same should happen to the culture sector. So it's not only Winyo and Eddie who should be on that platform.
So the way they're doing mazoezi,
yes,
we've just come from the studio. We've been doing mazoezi.
Yeah.
So we also need to.
Yeah. So that we don't only have Winyo and Eddie on this platform. Yeah. We have dancers, we have actors, we have theater, we have acrobats, we have we have so many,
all varieties,
so that we prepare the culture side of it and take it out there.
And possibly even at some point private
So if we could have support from people even like Safaricom, from the private sector, to also push the government, so that the culture, the sports and culture, the culture part of it is also looked at.
Okay.
And I think there's a thing which is interesting, like what's interesting about Running for Gold is that it creates a context for Kenyan to be seen on the international stage. So the context in a song, so the song has a context that can speak to the world, and that's important. Like in music, because you're saying something, but there needs to also be a message that you can, that the whole world can understand.
Yeah. All right.
So
coming next with more details regarding your new single "Running for the Goal" that is said to be released anytime soon. We're gonna discuss that in the next few. But for now, for those amazing listeners, just want to update you. Know what is happening? I'm coming back with an opportunity for you to go support Team Kenya in Paris in the next year. But for now, let's enjoy some good song, Gikalo Winyo, now playing on baseradio.co.ke. Gikalo Winyo, it shall pass, playing on baseradio.co.ke. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, maze. Hey, Afro, hey. Rumba benga to the world, tunasema siku zote. Guys, you know what? I've been joined by earlier on. We're still in studio with Edward, Kenyan best in Paris. As well, I've got Winyo from Kendu Bay. Took around in the studio no pick because you know what? These guys are heading to Paris Olympics not only to support Team Kenya, but for a historic performance. You know, it's time to shine. Running for Gold is the new single.
Yes.
Tell me more about Running for Gold.
So, Running for Gold, this is the first song that we decided to do with Winyo. So, because we were having the Olympics, and I decided to write a song for that and collaborate with Winyo with a small guitar riff.
Yeah.
Running for Gold. I sent it to him.
Yeah.
It was actually a song about a man from Homa Bay originally.
Yes, my home.
Yeah, and it was rather funny because the lyrics of the song, I did not know he was from Homa Bay.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. So I sent.
We actually never met.
We never met. This were over the phone from France, and so he listened to the song. He liked it very much, and he decided, okay, now we have to put some Swahili, some lyrics for our athletes, and he sent it to another level. It's like, oof, hit it outside the ballpark, you know. Yeah, sana.
Okay.
So it happened actually quite quickly. In a space of maybe 3 weeks, we'd finished that one.
Yeah.
And so
that's back and forth. When he sent me the tune, it was really nice because I think Eddie is a very soulful musician.
Thank you, sir.
Deep inside, and I could feel his guitar playing and his voice in there. And I sent him back that this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So when I took it to the studio, I added a few lyrics and a few benga tunes.
Moto kabisa. Very, very nice.
Yeah. Because the whole concept is benga and rumba. And the theme song was born for our athletes, Running for Gold. Running for Gold is not only for the athletes, it's for our Kenyans as well. You know, our Kenyans, we are hustlers, you know, we work very hard. You know, we push our boundaries, you know, in whatever we do. So Running for Gold is also for us, you know, and our athletes actually always show us the best example for how to achieve and how to grab goals. So it works for everything in our country.
The name itself says much, you know, Running for Gold.
Running for
Gold, yeah.
Wow. Man. I guess just in gold?
Which kind of gold are you saying now?
Tell me.
Huh?
It might be golden streams.
No. We want the Kenyan music to be out there. We want the Kenyan musicians to achieve gold out there, you know. And when it's happening at the Olympics, me and Eddie, Winyo and Eddie are going to achieve gold now on that platform. You know, we'd wish the same for many other artists. You know, there's our own Calligraph Jones, our own Octopizos. Simple Boy. You know, we have them, you know, and we have our own musicians, Akina Eric Wainaina. We want to be there to achieve our goal also on the international platforms. We are running for gold.
We're running for gold.
You're all running for gold.
Running
for gold is happening. Olympics Paris 2024 happening next month.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Aside from that, I've mentioned to you earlier on, Maze, I've got an opportunity for you and your friend. It might be you with your girlfriend, with your parent, with that friend you always want to appreciate maybe. Why don't you join Team Kenya in Paris for the Olympics 2024? Courtesy of Safaricom and Visa, I've got an amazing trip for you to Paris. You know what is happening? I'm giving you a chance to win a full paid trip to Paris to support Team Kenya For you to enter into a draw is very simple. Spend Kenya shillings 1,500 or more via M-Pesa Global Pay virtual card and you automatically enter into a draw. Why don't you pay? Transact now, maze. Imagine seeing yourself holding a Kenyan flag, waving, cheering, Team Kenya, go Kenya, go Kenya. What is stopping you? Transact now, pay via M-Pesa Global Visual Card and you might be next to Paris. Coming next for you, System to Free, Sweet Street Opera. Now playing on Bez Radio. Let's see all the KE. Oriti Kwaheri, that was Kato Change, Winyo and Suraja. It means Kwaheri.
Yeah, Oriti means Kwaheri.
I saw it that time I landed in Kisumu, bana. Nona pala mandika Oriti.
Yes, but like when you're leaving.
When you're leaving
the airport from Kisumu, Oriti is
bye.
Yes.
Luo.
Yes.
You know, the most important thing, people don't see and don't appreciate, despite we have different, tribes in the country, but, the music always unites us.
Yeah.
We've seen our leaders try to do that before.
Yeah.
We've seen what is happening in the country.
Yeah.
Yesterday, there was a peaceful, protest, Occupy the Parliament, #Reject the Finance Bill.
Yeah.
We've seen few artists on the streets.
Yeah.
You as an artist, I don't know what you guys are doing.
I mean, the artists are the voice of the people.
Yes.
Really. And as an artist, artists don't see tribe, or artists don't see, they don't have that fight for tribe. Artists see human beings and are people united in a country. Hence, you find Eric Wainaina's song, Inchi
Kitu Kidogo.
Yeah, Inchi Kitu Kidogo, and other songs really work for in a situation like this. Some Luo songs also work for situations like this. So artists really are the voice of the people. Unlike our country where the tear gas is thrown to us. In West Africa, really, culture influences who is actually. I've traveled a lot, and in West Africa, the artists define who is going to be their leader. Really, by just speaking, singing, writing, filming, and things like that. So we need that also here. And I think our own Boniface Mwangi, I think is doing a good job.
Kamau, can you compare a protest in Paris? We've seen so many protests in Paris, in the streets of Paris, to our own Kenyan, our own style of tear gas, run away.
No, I think we're doing quite well. We are very competitive. I don't know whether they are competitive or we're competitive, but lots of tear gas, lots of things. But I think what's good is. Like since I've been in Kenya, like maybe in 2000 or the 90s, maandamano have come far, actually, picketing. As in, it's very well organized, and but tear gas has to be there at some point, yeah?
Maandamano bila tear gas.
And even in France, you always have that one. And flash balls and rubber bullets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the Gen Z are out there.
You're talking about Gen Z. Yeah. Did you see the video?
Of course, I've seen the video, and I think it's good. People, the Gen Z is understanding that the future is in their hands. Yeah, the old guys are now tired. Zay is tired. Jacom is seated. So we have to do it on our own. That's where we have to come in now. The Gen Z is doing a good job.
Gen Z,
we have to keep at it.
As an artist, talking about finance reject bill. What is what is your stake? What is your stand
on the finance bill?
Yes.
I have a song we just listened to. It's called "System to Free." Eh? Yeah. Me. I prefer I don't like to talk politics. But sometimes politics inaweza kuingia kwa song. Yeah.
Kwa system.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to write more songs for people to listen. You remember songs like Anbuogebo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inchi ya watu kidogo.
Yeah, Inchi ya kitu kidogo. You see how these songs, when they come out, they're not tribal anymore. People use them, to fight causes like this. Inchi ya kitu kidogo, people use them. So as artists, when we come to fighting for this financial bit, which is really great.
Are we doing much as an artist?
I think we should be given that platform.
Are we doing
much as an artist? Not yet now. Because I think the politicians or the political hiyo kuwekelewa chini, things can be pulled down or can't be played anymore. We still have those rules.
Okay.
This is the time now we should have concerts for reject the finance bill or something of that sort. Twende hapo tuweke concert hapo Jamhuri Park.
A brilliant idea, because we've seen few individual artists on the streets, protesting the reject finance bill. We've seen other artists on silence because they don't want to, take a stand, because they feel like they'll miss out on other opportunities or big opportunities. Coming back with more regarding now the preparation for the Olympics as well, to understand when is running for gold coming out. I've been waiting, and you guys have been waiting. Let's keep it best ready to see the KE. For now, Tuabishana Winyo will be playing shortly on BassRadio.co.ke. Tuabishana, that was Winyo with an amazing maze. Ay, mtu wangu tumekuwa tukisikiza mziki gani jamani? Ay, what a talent. Ay, maze.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
That's an amazing.
Thank you.
Talking about music day is happening. 21st Friday, June at the Alliance Francaise. Watu wangu wa Nairobi. Hey, if you're looking forward for an amazing, time to have some good time, some good music, please find your way, at the Alliance Francaise happening this Friday. It's free entry, free for all from 7 p.m. till late. Winyo, a Kenyan artist, and Edward Kamau, Kenyan born, will be performing, in a Kenyan, a French music collaboration. Fête de la musique day, rumba, benga to the wall. Guys, are you prepared? Are you excited? First, before we talk about Fête de la music, let's talk about preparation. You guys getting an opportunity, to share out Kenyan musical culture to the world.
Yes. So basically, we're here, we've been doing a residency for over the last, we started last week on on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it's been 8 days. And so we're just finishing up the set we're going to be performing. This is also the same show that we're going to be playing on the 21st. So Mazoezi too is doing a lot of new things, as I was saying before.
Yeah,
he's given me some of those lead guitars to play, so I have to brush up kidogo.
Benga rhythms.
Benga rhythms.
Yes.
Those ones you have to. Sometimes it's difficult to count them, but we're getting them. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, the residency has basically helped us to put what we need to present to the world.
Yeah,
both benga and rumba. So from 12th until now,
and pop as well.
Yeah, and pop as well.
Yeah, so there's an international aspect to it as well. So we're trying to span from traditional all the way now to even some electro sounds or some stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Eddie comes very well with that electro sound and the pop sound and into rumba, and putting it also together into benga. So you can imagine what we have. We have all international inclusive and Kenyan inclusive.
Yeah, and there's also the thing is that it's also a certain kind of celebration of diversity. Because me, I'm half British, half Kenyan.
Yeah.
And, people will say all the time, you need to either do one kind of music or the other kind of music, or we don't know where we're going to sell it. But I think that you can't actually refuse any part of who you are. And so this show is actually, for me, it's a great thing, because we've got many different influences and we're not refusing any of them. This is actually Kenyan diversity and the diversity of the world.
True.
And we want to create a market where people can actually tolerate that kind of diversity, and they're able to listen to it, and actually they want to actually now consume it because it represents something for them.
Yeah. And you see, Kenya is one of those countries that has an advantage to be on the international platforms, because our strength is in our diversity. The Kamba, the Kikuyu, the Kalenjins, the Luo, the Meru, all this is diversity. It's not like West Africa, where you only have djembe in Ghana, and in Mali you have the kora, which all the musicians sing. If you attend a Malian concert, you will be bored to death. But the performance is really good. But everyone is playing the same instrument, you see. But if you attend a Kenyan concert, a cultural Kenyan concert, the Mugidi will be there,
Yes.
Orutu will be there.
Yes.
The Meru will be there with their drums. The Kalenjins will be there with the Turkana with their Kimengeng.
So
that is our strength.
Yeah.
And that is what we're trying to put together here.
Together in one thing. And so we're saying, let's accept ourselves, and then the world will accept us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's something we have to do here, and then we export it. Because, like abroad, they're the ones asking for very specific things or putting things in boxes and whatever, so that you can enter a market. But the market, that's just people.
Yeah.
And when you talk to people, they're not, they don't only listen to one kind of music or, one kind of song. People have different moods. People have different, the feelings you can go through in one day.
Yeah.
We're not like, life is complicated. So let's do things that are as rich and as diverse as life itself, and we move forward.
Yeah, and that's what we've been preparing at the residency. So what we are going to present to the world is what we're bringing from Kenya. Benga has to grow, just like other sounds from Africa. Amapiano, the South African sound is growing. The Congolese sound is also growing. Benga sound from Kenya is also growing. And this is what we're taking to the world. That's what we're prepared. 14 songs, I think we have.
Yeah.
14 songs.
That's like an hour performance or more?
Yeah, an hour performance.
Not to be more than an hour.
Might be more than
an hour. We're coming back with more regarding now the Kenyan, diaspora, fans. What are they expecting? Are they very supportive? Are they buying Kenyan music, in the next year? But for now, let's enjoy some good music. Maria Oru Kendo Oru. Sijui kama nimepronounce vitu zangu.
Oru Kendo Oru.
Hey, itabidi nitafute dem Muluo. Jamani, Winyo, do your thing.
Oru Kendo Oru.
Oru Kendo Oru. Hey.
Every morning, dawn after dawn, new things come.
New things come.
Yes.
Dawn after dawn.
Yes.
Nowadays, there's nothing like dawn after dawn.
Yeah.
Wewe uamke tu ujitume.
Ujitume. Wewe uamke ujitume. Actually, that's the song. That's what the song is all about. Yeah. Every morning dawn after dawn, things are new. So go out there and be strong.
Be strong.
Yeah.
Talking about you guys having the opportunity to perform in Paris Olympics 2024. It's a dream for every artist. We've never seen so much export of Kenyan artists, doing that much in diaspora, Europe tours America. We've never seen that. Do you feel like we have a lot? Winyo,
yes.
I guess you're in the right position to tell me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like our talents are being wasted?
Well, I wouldn't say they're being wasted.
Why are we missing out?
We're missing out because I think we don't have the proper systems and proper ways to get our musicians out there, and locally looking at how our MCSK is behaving with our artists, locally looking at just even now how the Ministry of Culture is not looking at
it's not being supported.
It's not being supported.
Don't shy.
I'm not shying about this, man. They're not being supported.
You're tempting me to call a Babu live on radio.
We really should.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Because you see, in some countries, especially in West Africa, where I've toured a lot as a Kenyan musician, and sometimes you find yourself alone. Because I've been supported by the French embassy and the French alliance to tour, not even my own my own government, or the ministry or something of that sort. But in West Africa, you find their own MCSK yao ya uko supports them to travel, to go and represent the country, to go to these festivals. Their Ministry of Culture is a Ministry of Culture.
Here, a Ministry of Culture is a Ministry of...
So you see, their passport is handled by the Ministry of Culture. Their pay is handled by the Ministry of Culture. Then they're taken to this. They're booked year in, year out. That's how they dominate those platforms. I've been to a platform when I was touring. I've been to a platform where the Westerners, the West Africans, the famous one, were invited just to see a Kenyan on their platform. You see, like, where is this Kenyan coming from? You see, that's how lonely we are out there. So we need that support so that we also occupy some of these wild stages. We are able. If you ask me, we have good talent. We have very good musicians, and like I told you, our strength is in our diversity. If a Kikuyu musician stands there, and perform, and then a Luo artist comes and perform, and then a Kamba artist comes and perform, I'm telling you, we will dominate the market. Nigerians have no place for where we can stand. Because in Nigerians, it's a population of millions, hundreds of millions of people. These people support themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to the MCSK of Nigeria, they don't joke. They don't joke. When you're out there, they push you. They push you, and it's a family thing.
They say charity starts at home, eh?
Absolutely.
So how can you expect, your Kenyans to be supported outside when we're not supporting even over here? It's not possible, actually.
It should start here. We have the talent, if you ask me. They are very good musicians.
I know for sure we are multi-talented. Kenyans are very multi-talented.
Yeah.
I do. You're coming from a well-organized system, structures.
Yeah.
As an artist.
Yeah.
Why is it hard for us to implement the structures, the system in Africa, not only in Kenya?
Let me ask you. See, we're trying to export music.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if we're trying to export coffee, is it a different problem or it's the same problem?
It's kind of different.
Or it's kind of same?
Yeah. It's kind of same.
Well, the coffee has to be good.
Yeah,
of course.
And you need to structure how you're exporting and
packaging and everything.
Systems in place. Well, let's maybe not even say coffee. Let's say if Africa exports raw materials and stuff like that, but it's just raw materials, but we're not processing. So it's the same kind of thing. Structures to process. We organize ourselves, but music is actually something like. It should be a bit similar. So we support each other. We create an industry, and that needs backing. It needs I want to say political will, but
goodwill maybe.
It needs people to value their culture, value Kenya, and just try to organize ourselves to do better things for put structures in place that actually help us.
Yeah. And the reason why sometimes you see some of our people bash our own artists. Oh, he sounds like a Nigerian. Oh, he's rapping like what. Some of our artists have now been looking out to other countries that are doing better. They tend to feel like, oh, if I do the same like Davido, or if I do the same like Diamond, or if I imitate this and this and this, they run to imitations because the local is not being supported. Because that's what they think that can be exported out there. Then we end up bashing very good artists. We end up putting them, Kenya wajui kuandika wimbo. No. They do, But we want to see a lot more Kenyan export out there. We used to do it in the 90s, when Benga was really, really big. Those artists toured, I can tell you. They put the music out there. I've been to a platform in West Africa where they say, oh, you remind us of the 1970s when the Kamarus used to, go around the world. So we need to encourage our artists to do better by taking them out there.
Yeah. And also, like, that kind of experience will also give them, allow them to be able to understand what, how do I say, writing or creating things that can also speak to the whole world.
Absolutely. Because
you need universal themes. You need things that so you can listen to in Tokyo, in France, or So there's also some work to be done there. But it's so artists also need to what's the word? To dare to be on also that level kind of thing,
Much need to be done by our own artists. You guys remind me of Eric Omondi one time protesting for Play KE. At least 75% of Kenyan music, as well as Base Radio. We normally play at least 80% of our own Kenyan music. For now, it's springtime, sweet street opera playing on Base Radio to see the Kiki. Joe Man, Johnny Kuoni, Sisi Twapenda, and Joe by one and only Winyo playing on Base Radio to see the KE. You guys, you sell the music, you sell the culture, you sell the Kenyan spirit. What is remaining?
What is remaining? It's the key thing. We need the involvement of our beautiful government. We need the involvement of our private sector. people like Safaricom to come on board, not only to take our musicians outside. We can still bring the festivals out there, like the Métis Festival in France.
Yeah.
We can bring it here.
Yeah.
Through the support of our own government, so that we have these platforms to develop every other aspect, tourism, and things like that, by bringing that culture in here. So we have that capability. If we, that's what's lacking. That is what's lacking.
That's what is remaining.
The French government is already involved now, fully, to support Kenyan artists going to their own country. We need the government and the private sector, people like Safaricom, to come on board, so that we share these new ideas that can propel the music industry and both tourism industry to a really, really greater level.
Edward,
Yes.
what next after Olympic performance? What is the plan?
Well,
Are you coming back home?
I hope,
Good?
I hope so. I want to come back for 6 months. Then I go back to the other side for 6 months, and we try to create, just keep working with Kenyans, keep working in France, and trying to put these things we've been talking about into practice. Yeah. I'll be doing my music. We might continue working with Winyo.
Yeah.
On different songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've also got an album which should be coming this year. It's called The Tales from the Black Atlantic. So Black Atlantic is like it's got to do with mixed, the Americas, the Europe, Africa, and a mixed artistic kind of culture like this. Yeah. So yeah, just keeping pushing, and running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, after the Olympics, I also I'm going on a tour. I'm going to Poland. I'm going to Serbia. I'm going to the UK. We have a few days in Sweden, maybe Germany. Then I come back with my album.
Nice.
And then when I come back with my album, I'm sure I will look for you, Mr. Kido, so that we launch the new album.
Welcome anytime for you.
Absolutely.
Are you guys open to work with other Kenyan artists?
Yes, pretty much.
Yes. But the important thing is framework. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Olympics was an excellent framework for this.
Yeah.
Because with that we are able to get funding. We're able to get and there's also a key theme, for example, that we can base things around. So I think one of my next tasks will actually be, well, how can we generalize that kind of thing? So we create this. For example, you have the Kenya House, I think, in
Paris,
in France. It's like Kenya is actually opening several venues where they display Kenyan art and culture. Yeah. And so I think it would be excellent, to work with them and to try to see how we can all collaborate in doing just joint ventures. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll be performing there.
Festivals.
On the 20th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Kenyan house there, so we'll be performing there.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyan opening the Kenyan house. How will this be an impact to the Kenyans, creatives, Kenyan music?
Well, I mean, it should provide a network abroad already, where you can you have a podium. So the Olympics is a podium, but if Kenya, I think it's an excellent initiative actually.
True.
So all we need now is to also maybe just think about how we can coordinate our efforts. Because I don't know if you're even aware of that something like that was happening. It's fairly new, but we just need to use everything we have in our which is available to us to push our music, to push our
your craft.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Talking about Paris Olympics 2024, watu wangu msweni angusha because of Safaricom, courtesy of Safaricom. I'm always giving you, guys, I've been calling, I've been begging. It seems like you guys don't want to go to Paris. Imagine, what if tomorrow you are on the next plane to Paris, courtesy of Safaricom, you're winning a chance to support. It might be your first time, lifetime memory, with your partner, with your friend, with your sibling. Why don't you try this? Transact now, 1,500 and above Pay via M-Pesa Global Pay virtual card and you stand a chance to qualify to win a full paid trip to Paris to support Team Kenyans at the Olympics 2024. Courtesy of Safaricom, mimi nakuchanua mtu wangu pana lalisha. Up next for you, it's Trom. Hiyo jina inanisumbua. I don't know how to pronounce the word.
Nini?
How to pronounce this word? Trom Emo? What is? How do you pronounce this?
Maybe I'm so excited. Oh, trop émotif.
Mosquito trop emotive.
Trop émotif.
Trop emotive. Now playing on Best Radio to see the KE, but one and only Sweet Street Opera. Pirates, Sweet Street Opera. Early on playing on Base Radio to see the KE. Welcome back. This is Base Radio to see the KE. Amazing conversation from 2 p.m. We're coming to an end of this amazing show. I've got a surprise performance. It's one of a kind. We've done it. We've never done it in studio. It's a special performance, Today, we are performing for you. Edward Kamau will be performing Running for Gold in the next few. But for now, just to tell you guys, you know what? Courtesy of Safaricom, you stand a chance to win a full paid trip to support Team Kenya at the Paris Olympics 2024. To enter for the draw, you need to spend Kenya shillings 1,500 or more via M-Pesa Global Pay virtual Visa card. Imagine flights, assorted accommodations, food and drinks, sorted, all tickets set for you. You need to transact now. Transact more than 1,500 or 1,500 or more. You stand a chance to qualify for a chance to win a full paid trip at the Paris Olympics 2024. It's up to you. It's for you. It's for Team Kenya. Let's support Safaricom. Courtesy of Safaricom with Visa, we're giving you a chance to qualify for a trip. To win a trip, you need to spend more than 1,500 for you to win a chance to qualify. For you to win a chance for a full pay trip to France 2024 Olympics 2024. Up next, coming for you guys, Edward and Winyo. What is the plan for you this year?
This year?
Yeah.
So I've got an album that's going to be released, Tales from the Black Atlantic. We're just going to keep doing concerts. We might be doing some small collaboration again. We'll carry on working with Mr. Winyo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And just to keep on trying to build bridges between Kenya, France, see how things can work for Kenyan music outside, over here. And we just keep pushing it.
Very true. Taking the Kenyan music out there. I'm taking the Benga music out there, contemporary Benga music up there. I'll be on tour this year. Then I come back and launch my new album, Benga Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Absolutely.
If someone wants to maybe check out on you guys across all social media platforms, I believe you guys are very active. So,
me first. So I'm on all platforms. Sweet Street Opera, but also Mr. Kamau. I'm on TikTok, and so Sweet Street Opera or Mr. Kamau.
Mr. Kamau.
Yeah, you can find me at Winyo on Facebook and on Instagram, and on X. As Winyo Bird. Yeah.
Winyo Bird.
And you can find my music, Benga Blues, on iTunes, Apple Music. Benga Blues was my first album. You can find me there.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. It's time we should play for you Running for Gold as a special performance by one and only Edward Kamau, all the way from Fari. You ready?
Yep.
We good?
Yep.
Good to go. Winyo is set?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
So
Running for Gold.
Running for Gold, yeah.
This is the theme song for the Kenyan athletes. taifa, nyuso za taifa, sifa zetu kote duniani twasifika, wote twaingia uwanjani twajimwaya, mioyo yetu roho zetu sote twangojea, kwa imani sote tufike, kwa uwezo sote tushinde, twayaweza twajua tutokapo, kurudipo turudi dhahabu.
Running for the gold till I come in from the cold, chasing Boda Boda da Boda Boda Boko. I'm running for the gold, turning daggers into gold. I'm a living man and I'm going for the gold.
Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, ushindi ni wetu. Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, dhahabu ni wetu. Kuna waka moto, ushindi ni wetu. Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, dhahabu ni yetu.
So come in from the cold, running for the gold, running for the gold till I come in from the cold, chasing Boda Boda da Boda Boda Boko. I'm running for the gold, turning daggers into gold. I'm a living man and I'm going for the gold. Running, 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 yeah, I'm going for the gold.
Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, ushindi ni wetu. Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, dhahabu ni yetu. Kenya, Kenya mama, Kenya baba, Kenya nchi yangu. 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 Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, ushindi ni wetu. Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, kuna waka moto, dhahabu ni yetu.
Wow.
Yo.
What a performance. Mbio kwa kasi, kuna waka moto, Kenya ni yetu, running for gold.
Yes.
Will this be a dream for you guys, when Kenyans, a Kenyan athlete is being, awarded the gold? That moment, the flag will be raising.
Yes.
An anthem is playing.
Yeah.
Next, running for gold.
Oh, man. It's a beautiful moment when you see them win the gold and then the national anthem is out there. Mm-hmm. What you should know, even the viewers or the audience also shed tears. just seeing that flag up there and they strive to win that gold. This is what the song is all about. Yeah, man.
All right, Kamau, as we wind up this, Winyo, as we wind up this, say thank you so much for passing by Best Radio.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your journey, your musical journey, your inspiration, your good music. I wish you all the best as you get set and ready for...
Also come for the 21st
of June.
Of June for the Fête de la Musique. We're going to launch the theme song, Running for Gold.
Full band.
With a full band.
Yeah.
It's free. Come at the Alliance Française at 7 o'clock. Come see what we prepared for the Olympics. We're launching the song Running for Gold.
Running for Gold will be launched on Friday 21st at the Alliance Française. Entry, absolutely, it's free.
Yes.
Come, let's enjoy, let's have a good time. I wish you all the best, by the way.
Thank you.
A message to our amazing, family, Best Radio family, to your fans.
Yes. Thank you, Base Radio. I now know that you play 80% Kenyan. Thank you so much. I will come here the very first time I come back from my tour. I will bring the album to you because I can hear the whole lineup is Kenyan, and I'm told you play a lot of my music, and now you have Eddie's music from France, Moranga,
Yeah.
and now you have that music. So Base Radio, please keep it up, keep it Kenyan, and that's the only way to go.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your initiative here at Base Radio. It's been a pleasure. I love the work you're doing, and to the fans, these are good people. We need to keep going. We go together.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much. Kamau, there's a question that has been sent to me by I'm live, and someone has asked me.
Muranga, do I speak Kikuyu?
Yeah, tunaongea na Kiswahili. Damaris Kaluki yuko pale Mombasa.
Yes.
Mrembo hivi Melanie hivi fulani hivi anauliza, jamani, sijui ameuliza Winyo ama ameuliza
No.
This question, I don't know.
Ask Winyo.
It's for you.
I don't think so.
How is for Kamau? I'm confused here. But now Damaris ameuliza, jamani, ako single.
Does she want to be number 7?
Eddie.
Wait, who wants to be number 7?
Eddie, just say you're single.
Why is it hard for men to say they're single? Why is it hard for men to accept?
No, yeah.
Is it hard for people to understand? Is it hard for actually ladies to accept if a man is single?
That's I don't know. You have me to ask them. You do a poll.
When you meet a young lady, beautiful lady, when you tell her I'm single, she'll be like, all Kenyan men are single.
No, it depends with your age, really. There's an age to be single, and there's an age not to be single.
What is the age to be single?
Well, up around Gen Z ni mzuri kukuwa single.
Ukifika wapi?
Up around Gen Z ni mzuri kukuwa single. But kuna mahali ukifika sasa maybe msichana atakuuliza, why are you single? Hapo ukishapita 35 kuendelea. Kuna
35 ndio mtu akona pesa ndio hao sasa ndio wanatafutwa. It's a tricky one. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Till next time.
Yes,
same time, same place.
God bless you. Yep.
God bless you
nice
too.
too.
To my amazing Best Radio listeners, thank you so much. We're catching up next time tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Keep it Best Radio to see you, the KE. Adios, Munga walinde. Kesho ni reject finance bill. Tunapatana Thursday kwa ground again. Mara moja.
This is Base Radio.
We are 254 to the core.